We have any additions or corrections to the agenda? I know Karen Truitt wanted to speak tonight, so we can add her under public presentation to be C. Are there any other additions or corrections? Have a motion to approve the agenda as corrected?
I'll make a motion to approve it as corrected.
And second? Second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried. Okay. Previous minutes. March 14, 2013. President Ronald Bono, James Lundgren, Brad Dixon, Patricia Bukowski, Roy Curley, Roger Williams, John Mancino, Jason McLean, town clerk, and approximately 54 guests. Supervisor Bono opened the meeting at 7:30 p.m. with the Pledge of Allegiance. Patty Bukowski made the motion. The agenda is accepted. Jim Lundgren seconded. All in favor. Minutes of February 14th regular meeting were read by Supervisor Bono. Jim Lundgren made a motion to accept minutes as read. Brad Dixon seconded. All in favor, so moved. Reports were presented and reviewed by the board. Bills in the general account of $19,712.34 and bills in the highway account of $27,656.62 for a total of $47,368.96 were audited and approved for payment with a motion by Patty Bukowski, seconded by Jim Lundgren. All in favor, so moved. Supervisor Bono states he has received correspondence from several town residents on the proposed land use draft, one law and zoning regulation concern. Supervisor Bono states that interviews were held for the planning board and the choice for the planning board member was Dr. Douglas Waterman and Carrie Early as an alternate. Nancy Reed states there is no female on the planning board and would like a woman representative and would like the application resume made public. Jane Welsh feels that an alternate should have been advertised since no one was aware of the position. Charlie Bassett questions the validity of how the Women Committee was formed. Supervisor Bono states that Delta would like to come to discuss how the town can protect its roads. It is generally a 20-minute presentation. The board would like to set this presentation up. The board would also like to have a survey mailing sent out to all residents in regards to windmill and zoning issues. Jane Wells comments on the proposed law already written, and she feels there should be no need for a survey at this time. Supervisor Bono presented the following resolution for the board for their consideration. 1311 to allow Supervisor Bono to move monies in the amount of $47,400 from Berkshire Money Market into the general fund checking to cover March bills. Jim Lundgren made the motion to adopt the resolution. Patty Bukowski seconded. Roll call vote. 4 votes yes. 1312 to appoint Douglas Waterman as planning board member and Carrie Early as alternate planning board member. Patty Bukowski made a motion to adopt the resolution. Brad Dixon seconded. Roll call vote. 4 votes yes. John Geiser states he did not get in call for interview. Supervisor Bono states he did indeed call and left a message on his phone using the number that's on the resume. And Blackboard thanked the board for their interview with the planning board and allowed the board to release his resume to the public. Joe Cohen then reads the letter voicing his opinions. Nancy Reese would like the code of ethics put on a website and questions open meeting laws. She would also like the draft minutes put on a website 1 week after the meeting. Jane Walsh would like the Wind Advisory Committee to set forth a public forum on their findings. She will call Ron to set up a date. Ron Blackburn requests that Supervisor Bono read his letter emailed in, so it was then read. Joanne overturned questions non-operational windmills and how they would be dismantled. Barbara Holmes would like to know why the planning board has taken a month to review the proposed wind law and why it has not yet been presented to the board. Nancy McClure would like to thank the Highway Department and Roy for repairing the mailbox in such a timely fashion. 8:05, Patty Bukowski made the motion to adjourn. Brad Dixon seconded. All in favor, so moved. Respectfully submitted, Tracy McLean, town clerk. Are there any corrections to the minutes?
Make a motion to accept the minutes as read.
Motion's been made. We have a second?
I'll second.
Yes. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
I see that. You said the right thing. I'll change the name.
Okay, we'll go on to the reports. are things going with the highway, right?
Good. We're starting our spring work, cleaning up from the winter. Just a lot of sand side the roads and on people's lawns, which we're cleaning up. Just takes time.
Now you're using the pickup with the broom?
Oh, yep. As far as when we get done, you know, we pick up the lawn, we rake out, and then we sweep. And then some of the roads that we're not gonna do a lot of work on, as far as cleaning up, we'll sweep. And then when we do go over with the grader, they'll pick it up, sweep again. But right now, it's getting the loose sand off of
You're not gonna put any more sand down?
them. Oh, that'd be nice.
Good.
After we did all the sweeping last year, we sanded once.
I see that in our packets, we got that letter from Senator Valesky,
Yep.
27% increase in CHIP money this year. The first time there's been an increase in 5 years.
And I figured out about $26,000.
So that'll help. It's kind of a shocker that New York State's coming up with money, but
Are we going to ride the roads this year and check the conditions?
yes. When would you like, do you want to wait a couple months till they dry up, Roy, or what's good for you?
Probably should wait a month so they dry up good. And then just, you know, tell me when you want to go.
We'll set something up in their May meeting to do it.
Yeah. It'll work out good.
Middle of, end of May, Saturday or whatever.
Ron, what about a town-wide steel and trash pickup like we've had in the past years? Are we interested in doing another one of those?
Well, we've been doing it at the town barn, and that's worked very good.
Yeah, but it keeps getting, like last year, it was real small. There was hardly nobody come. Didn't even pay for the people that were there collecting it. Or so everyone goes around and picks up steel and takes it themselves. But it's good money for steel. And that's kind of what we paid for with last year.
Right.
Because we took, or the year before, we took 3 dump truck loads full. We took 1 this year.
Yeah, well, see, we kind of got all that stuff that's been hanging around,
Yep.
cleaned up.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as doing the counter up wide, that really gets expensive to.
As far as driving around and everything, I mean, we're still way underneath the weight that we would have to pay for. Because otherwise, the only thing we take over there are deer carcasses. So as far as weight goes and stuff, we would be good as far as the credit on that. But we still have the labor, and we have to deal with the steel and all the TVs and air conditioners,
Tires.
tires.
But we did it 2 days.
3 days, Friday, Saturday, and, Friday and Saturday. Yep, last year was 2 days. Because the previous year, we did it on a Thursday, and absolutely nobody come. And Friday turns into an overtime, Friday and Saturday does.
Yeah, we'll have to.
I don't know why we can't do it, try it one more year. I mean, just because last year was light.
It is a service
People
we
might
give our
have
people.
stuff, and, you know, what we heard, if it continues to be light, then maybe say we shouldn't do it.
Well, let's next month, kind of feel around during the month, see if we think it's,
All right,
to our day, or to help the people, and next month, we'll discuss it, schedule something.
what I'll do is I'll set the dumpsters up from the landfill. But you have to set them up right along because everybody grabs the good dates. And then, you know, I almost think ours was the weekend before 4th of July. I know it was the end of May, or end of June.
I remember it was warm, but,
Because we couldn't get it in because all the dates were full.
yeah, we gotta kind of figure, hopefully, it doesn't mess up your work too, I understand, you know.
I'll give them a call.
All right, thank you. Trucks are all in good shape?
Yep, taking good care of them, getting them all ready for summer work.
Been house and stone in?
Yep, for the summer projects. And the men are all serviced and all the equipment, so that's all ready to go.
When you go on summer hours,
I don't know yet. I wanna wait and see how, right now we're on 8-hour days. Wanna make sure the winter is behind us. First of May, maybe. I think that's when the county goes on before it ends too. We were a week later than them this year on the 8th.
All right. We're all set with the reports. We will go right into the unfinished business. Aaron is here from Delta Engineering, has a presentation for us on road use agreement. Want to take over now, Aaron?
Sure. I'm not sure what the best approach would be for the PowerPoint. I had to set up in this direction if everybody wants to turn, or I can pull this screen down to reverse.
Aaron, you have your card for sorry.